Okay, so now we're going to have a quick discussion about our wins for the week, people's lives that we've touched in one way. And let's start with Mrs. Kramer.
Okay, well, I've had a very active week because I've been sharing a lot in my community. Um, and I've had several people just fall in love with the pillow. And one lady was so impressed that she gave it to her son-in-law because he was having some issues. And now she wants to get another one. And I have another lady who also loves the pillow, and she loves the necklace, and she loves the shower. She can hardly wait to get into it because she felt it when we put it up for her, and they're just very, very excited about it. And so I'm getting a lot of very nice responses and referrals, people telling other people about our wonderful products. And yeah, the one that had to go that loves the pillow and loaned it to her, gave it to her son-in-law, was supposed to be joining us this evening, and her husband called her to go to a family celebration. So I'll make sure that she's able to listen to this later.
Wonderful. Thank you.
You're welcome.
Hattie Jane, are you at a spot where you can unmute and share your win for the week?
Yeah, I've got a red light. I had a big life of reality. I had a telephone call, and a customer from 2 years ago from Hawaii called me, and she wanted another Kinko Creator, and so I was able to facilitate that order for her. It was such a delight. Just a simple order, but for me, it's really powerful. 100%.
Thank you, Hattie Jane. You never know where those people are going to come from and whose lives you can touch. Elaine, are you able to unmute and share your experience?
Yeah, I had an order go through this week, so I called the lady up, and I didn't recognize the name, but I saw they lived near me, and so I called them, and here it was a lady that had bought some products from me, and she said, "Oh, I just love those bracelets and those necklaces. What they have done for me, just amazing. I had to order some more stuff," and she was so happy to hear from me, and she was just delightful. And I told her, she was talking about she wanted other things, but she really doesn't have the money. And then I shared with her, I said, "Well, you know what? We can help you earn some money if you know some people." She said she was excited about that. So it just made my day talking to her. And then today, one of my other consultants called me up, and she has an order that got placed with, we did a party, and we had some people over, and they each got a little something. And the one lady came back, and she loves the knee wrap and other things, and she placed an order for almost $300. So that was awesome, for us for this week and the last couple of days. So it's just keep going and keep sharing with people.
Fabulous.
Thank you.
Thank you, Elaine.
You're
How
welcome.
about you, Dee?
Sure. I have a new customer. It's actually someone who had gotten some things when we had the table at the Autism One conference, but because the way the orders were processed, they didn't automatically kick into the registered customer. So I did that for her, and by way of text. There's also a couple other things she'd like to get. She's a physician who is integrative and functional medicine. And so hopefully things work out well for her, and she can share that information with others. And I helped at a small in-home yesterday with one other consultant who's only been in Nicon a year. And she had 2 guests there. One of them signed up as a consultant, and I'm quite sure the other one will be getting some products as well. She had to leave to pick up her son, so she wasn't there very long. And then late this afternoon, I got a new customer assigned through the Nikon website. So that was nice. So it's been a nice week, and I'm having a wellness preview at my home next Monday. And so we're doing some trade-off work here, helping each other out. So it's all good.
Fabulous. That's the true collaboration I hear is paying off.
Mm-hmm.
And it sounds so far that everyone is just staying very active, being out and about. And Nancy, how about you? Do you have something to share?
Well, I was thinking from this week. Well, we haven't had this format in a couple weeks, so I want to just say this week I did hear from my program manager for the Polka Dot Powerhouse, who bought her water system. And she is so thrilled with her healthy water. She and her fiance are enjoying it, and she wants to share it with her daughter, and she's going to have a new grandchild. So it's a compound effect. But what I want to really share, and I really want to update you, Suzanne helped me with a 3-way with Susan. And the week before last, this is a woman who was like Suzanne, was in a horrific automobile accident, hit while she pulled over to talk on her cell phone. And she is on painkillers, multiple painkillers and patches. She came to my house 2 weeks ago, did a rollout, flew home to Rhode Island and back with the seat. I lent her my seat, the back flex, and she purchased some seats, the back flex, the insoles, the necklace. Oh, what else? Whatever. She wants everything. And she's gone to Rhode Island now, but I will keep you updated. This is someone, you do it from your heart. I play mahjong with her. I've known her for 3 years. She happened to ask me how my husband was. I didn't think she'd be open. And I told her, why don't you come to my home and see what my husband's using? Well, if we can get her off the morphine and the OxyContin and the horrible pain patches, I'll keep you posted. But it just brings my heart joy. I'll keep you posted.
Thank you, Nancy.
Yeah.
And Carol, I don't know if you're able to get off mute, if you have something that you'd like to share. All right. So let's see. I always have something to share. There's never a day or two or a week that you can't think about impacting someone else's life. I think this week, the stories that come to mind, a woman that I've known for several years, today we met up, and she too was talking about how wonderful her water system is in her house. Her daughter had moved out to live with her boyfriend for several months, and now she's moved back home, and she was so excited to be back home with her water system at her parents' house. She might not have been as happy to be back with her parents, but she was happy to be back with the water system. I have a friend who has 2 children, adult children that are autistic, and they have lived with them. They've cared for these 2 their whole lives. The daughter is nonverbal, and the son does actually have a part-time job. They both sleep with the pads on their beds, and the son wears the band on his wrist and his neck, and they both love the water system as well. So, there are just amazing products out there that impact all ages. And I think the latest one is someone that I've only known for a couple of weeks who works changing roofs, repairing roofs, and has some back challenges. And the old little back pad that we offer called a Mag Flex, he tucked that into his pants, and he's just amazed. He drives a lot because not only does he deal with the roofs, he sells to the various customers and drives about 300 miles or more a day. And he's called me twice to let me know how wonderful his back feels. So I look forward to another great week of hearing how you all have impacted others' lives. And thank you all for your great stories.